This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie.
Thank you, disembodied hot girl voice. This is Two Nerds and a Joke with Robert and Ernie. I am Ernie, and that is Robert the Dragon Pollock.
Yes. And I'm all set, as you can see, for St. Paddy's Day. Maybe reversed for you guys out there in YouTube land, but I am all set for this back in the day, because this will be posted next week. So back in the day on St. Paddy's Day, just in case.
Yes. You got to keep your Irish heritage going there.
Absolutely. I'm 0.0000001% Irish. I think I once touched an Irish person. So yay me. That's my Irish heritage right there for you. So as promised, and it's one of, I think, Ernie's favorite episodes. Wouldn't you say, Ernie?
It is.
Yes. We go through the movies for the next year, for 2020, basically. And we basically say, the upcoming year. Yes. And we basically say whether it'll be successful or not. And unlike our Oscar celebration victory of 95% accuracy, this will have a pretty much 0% accuracy if Trolls was any evidence of. We thought that was going to be an awful movie, and it was one of the biggest kids' movies of the year, I think. I would go out on that limb.
Yeah. There were a lot of movies that we thought would just essentially bomb.
Yeah.
And everyone would see through it, but it surprised us both.
Yes.
So we like to put ourselves through this torture every so often to use our superior intellect.
Yes. Right there. It's getting there. Right there in the head. In the headal area. Yeah. Yes. So the first movie on the list, and thanks to a resource we've used twice now for two different things, is IMDb. So we already put that out there. It is a fan-run site. It's not official for any movie company or anything. It's fan-run, but it does have 44 movies that will be coming out in the next year, in 2020. Listed basically in month order-ish, I guess, is how we did it, sort of by release date. So.
It looks like the earliest by month. Now, these things could change.
Yeah.
They got pushed up, pushed back, whatever.
Yeah, they're in production, so they are coming out. We just don't know exactly when. So I know one of the ones we did, I think, a year or two ago, we did in month order and said, okay, what's going to be big for this month? What's going to be by this? But we're not going to worry about that as much this time because, as we found out from when we did that episode, all the dates were wrong that we picked anyway. Yep. The month for this is going to be, well, it doesn't matter. It's not playing that month anymore. So
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So the first one on the top of the list is an ironic twist, I think, Ernie.
Yeah. Well, we got to go with the fan favorite here is Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
So is it still going to be, because I know we're big fans for different varying reasons of Kevin Smith anyways. Are we sure that there's still an audience for this movie? Really? I mean, is there enough people interested? I mean,
I think when you talk about Kevin Smith, his audience pool is definitely from a certain demographic.
So your demographic?
Pretty much, yeah.
My demographic-ish.
Your demographic-ish.
Yeah.
This is not going to be one of those movies where it's going to light up the reviews.
Yeah.
This is solely like we're almost like an Adam Sandler. It's like he's making a movie that he wants to see.
Ooh, nice. That's a good way of putting it. I like that. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah. See, Ernie, that's way with words there. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. I
so
like that.
He's not making it for commercial success. I don't even think he cares if it makes $1, to be honest with you. It's just something like, I want to tell this story because I want to see it up on the big screen. I want to put all my friends in it.
Yeah.
And he got a lot. Now, mind you, over the years, he was responsible for a lot of people's success.
Yes. Even though his own success was made in other means, he's not known as an actor per se. Correct. He does act, but he's not an actor. But a lot of people that are in his movies have definitely gone on to be in other movies.
Oh, yeah.
And successful.
And if you look at the tree of actors that have been there, you're just like, oh my gosh, that was a Kevin Smith find? You're just like, you're shocked.
Yeah. He's got a good eye for talent, even though he's not successful in the common standard way. He's extremely successful.
Yeah.
So Good for him.
I think the movie will do well. I mean, it's probably going to be one of those movies that you see come out, maybe 2 or 3 commercials, and that's it. Like the small spots, you know.
Yeah. So it's going to be okay. I don't think so. Should we have a rating system for this? Like good, bad, and oh no, or something?
I think we should do that. Like good and bad, like no, and then like don't even bother.
So this is going to be on the low end of the good, I think. It's not a bad. It's not a no. I don't wanna. But it's definitely not going to be, oh my God, I have to go out and see this. I think it's, a DVD collection piece if you're a fan of other Silent Bob stuff.
Yeah.
And Jay, of course.
Jay and Silent Bob, yeah.
Yes. So the next one on the list, if you still have the same list, is Black Widow.
Black Widow, which there's not a lot of info on this.
No. And I think they're talking about having a different actress, too.
Yeah, younger.
Younger. Well, actress. Makes sense because it's supposed to be in her past before all the other Hazurai came out.
My problem with this is that I think this has already been done with what was it called? Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow kind of did it. I think also was an Atomic Blonde kind of that
Atomic Blonde girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah. So it's been done a lot. So is it really going to be unique, and is it going to hit home? And, they're kind of everybody's kind of talking about, the female movie, female lead, and all that nonsense. But with Captain Marvel and the other female leads they've had in the Marvel Universe in the past, do we need it? Do we want it? Are people actually asking for this movie? I'm almost going to say
I think people did 2 years ago.
Right. I think the timing is off. Yeah. Completely. Yeah, so I'm going to say no on this one. I'm going to say this is going to be not good. I think this is the first night Marvel flop.
This might be one of those flops. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
If it ends up getting made, because it really doesn't have anything.
No, it's basically it's pre-production, so they're probably still working out a script. They're probably still working out casting, but it's due to release in early 2020.
So we'll see what happens. See what happens. You want to take the third and fourth one here?
Yeah, sure.
Good stuff today.
Deadpool 3, which we all knew was going to happen if you saw Deadpool 2.
I haven't yet. I need to. It's on my list. I'm very sad that I failed. I failed miserably.
Essentially, if people who are in the genre are going to go to see this movie, so is it going to be as big a success as the first one? Probably not, because only people that were that are in the genre came out to the second one, and I saw it twice in the theaters.
Right, and that's the big thing I think with this specific. This is a very specific niche, to use the word appropriately pronounced, audience, because it's not just superhero movie fans, because that's a big audience. This is superhero fans who like crude humor as well, which is a smaller grouping of audience members, I feel, than just superhero movie fans. So dedicated audience, dedicated fan base, cool, but not going to be as big as the second one, not as big as the first one by a long shot. But I think it won't be bad. I think it would be a low-end good. I think it's going to be okay.
I think it'll be okay also. It's worth a watch. Like I said about the second one, I was like, all right, it was good. It wasn't. But the thing is that I think this line of storytelling and the audience that they're trying to get is very similar to the niche that maybe a few years back that Austin Powers was trying to get.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That same group of adults, the crude humor, like breaking the fourth wall, the jokes upon jokes,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's I don't know that market's as big as it once was. People are kind of past that a little bit. So they have to be careful with it. Otherwise it will flop, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I think this will be on the lower end of good.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Not so much on the next one, I feel. What do you think?
No, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. For some reason,
crappy superhero.
This works.
Yeah.
Heroes that no one gave 2 cares about.
No.
Just IPs lying around in the folder. Yep. Hey, what IPs do we own? These superhero movies are making money. We have Guardians of the Galaxy. Who's that? There's a raccoon, a tree, and this guy called Star-Lord. There's a guy with a red mohawk. This is going to be stupid as hell, but let's make it.
And you know what? It really really worked. And they came up with a good theme for it, a
Yeah.
fun group of characters that really interacted well. And it's nice. It's going to be, I think, in my thinking, I think it's going to be the first post movie of the series of Endgame. I think it comes out after Spider-Man Far From Home, but I don't really consider that a big issue because that's one character. This is a group of characters. This is a true Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's still Sony, so I feel this is like the first big movie that Marvel's going to hit their audience with post Thanos' demise.
Well, and there was also the controversy of the director getting fired. He goes over to DC.
Mr. Gunn.
Yeah,
right?
He's working on the Suicide Squad, which is a reboot. And
he's doing both.
yeah, and he said, no, my priority right now is putting together the Suicide Squad. He's going to do that, and then he's going to go back and he's going to do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And that might be it for him. I think that might be it for him.
We'll see what they do with the movie. I mean, there's that fine balance. How many movies is too many of a character group? And we'll see what they do with the Guardians of the Galaxy. What they do with 3. I mean, they have stories to fulfill. I mean, the whole gold people from last one, the actual Guardians
absolute perfection or whatever they were called.
Yeah, they never finished that story, so that's sitting there waiting for them. Yep. And obviously the snap's going to change all that temporarily, but then they're going to get back on plot. So who knows what that's going to look like. That could be awesome as well. So, yeah, definitely going to be interesting, definitely good. And I think it's going to come out around the same time because if it's in production order as your favorite Magic Fingers.
What is it, like this?
Yes, I think that is correct. Yes. Yes, Mr. Penguin himself. Oh, and speaking of Mr. Penguin himself, you know what I had my brother-in-law told me today, and I didn't realize it until I was told. Both sets of Holmes and Watson have been now in a Marvel movie. From both the TV series, the British TV series was Cumberbatch, and the guy who played the cop, I can't remember his name right now, the short, he was in Black Panther.
Oh, so, yes. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so those two were a pair. Those were Sherlock Holmes pair. And then the other one, obviously, is Robert Downey Jr. and Judd Law. Yeah, he was so I didn't realize that until today. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's good. It's a good side note.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. is supposed to be doing another Holmes, I've been told, or been rumored.
Yes, another Sherlock and Holmes. I think he wants to do those movies.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, those were really good movies.
No, they were. They're very well done. So,
Doctor Strange Part 2, which is completely unnecessary, but I'll let you talk on this one.
I think it's a fun story. There's still story to tell there. They left it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I think they could come back to that. I think it's fun. I don't think it's like the bee's knees and the be-all, end-all of the Marvel Universe. I think it's a fun romp. It's up there with Captain Marvel. It's a fun romp. It's a good character. It'll be a decent little story. I don't think it's going to be life-altering. But there's a lot of story potential there for it. And it expands. It kind of does what DC does if they open up to 800 Earths. It opens up the universe to other storyline possibilities. And I think Endgame's going to kind of do that too with the timeline stuff. That there's possible alternate realities.
Yeah.
If they do that, I think that's kind of a cool concept. I just don't want... Use, don't abuse, I guess, is what I'd say. Use Doctor Strange as a platform to move the whole genre forward, but make it a good story. The first one was enjoyable. I know you weren't a huge fan because it has your least favorite actor in it. But it was fun. It was entertaining, I don't know. That's my thinking on it.
I find that when I talk about Doctor Strange with people that like the Marvel movies, it's kind of like people who like M. Night Shyamalan movies. People love The Sixth Sense, hate Unbreakable.
Interesting.
They came out one came out after the other, so like you're split right down the middle with that.
Right.
I find the same thing about Doctor Strange. I find people, oh yeah, it was really good, but then I find people like, I just watched it because I have to watch it because it ties in with the rest of the stories.
Which is kind of like Captain Marvel for a lot of people too. It's a fun romp. It's a good story. A lot of cameos, as you mentioned on our last episode, that really fit in well with the timeline. It's like, oh, okay, and so forth. And they changed some of the big plot points there, and some spoilers here. they changed some big plot points between the two races that were kind of interesting.
Yes.
And introduced us all to the lovely Flurkin. So that was fantastic. But yeah,
but to me, I think they should have gone with Doctor Strange the way they did it with Hulk. Doctor Strange works when he's with the other heroes.
Okay. Yeah.
Hulk doesn't work when it's just the Hulk. I mean, besides the Edward Norton one, which was really good.
Yeah, that's going back. That's what, 1990 something?
No. I think it was early 2000s, I think.
Was it? Okay. It was either late 90s or early 2000s. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, the other one, the first one with Eric Bana was in the 90s.
Right. Okay. That's what I was thinking probably. Yeah. So next one. And again, I'm kind of surprised by this.
I am too.
Aren't you?
They're beating Flashpoint to death.
Yeah.
And I think Ezra Miller, the star, from Zack Snyder's, Justice League, he's come out and said that he doesn't want to do a Flashpoint. Like, it's already been done. He wants to do more of the Speed Force and bring in more of the speedsters.
I think this movie's not going to get made. That's my thinking. It's going to be a Flash movie. It's just not going to be this Flash movie.
It's not going to be this, yeah. The description, in case anyone's ever curious about it, the super fast hero, the Flash, travels into a timeline where Earth is in turmoil and its heroes are lost and scattered. It's up to him to make things right.
Okay, it's a variation on Flashpoint. It's not real Flashpoint because obviously real Flashpoint has him going to a universe with Batman, shooting people up with a gun. So,
Well, we'll see. In case people are wondering, Flashpoint was like one of the bigger stories for the Flash. I think it sold a lot of copies of that story.
Good story, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the writers went on to do other big things also, but they're still very proud of Flashpoint. Flashpoint was also made on the TV show. There was also the very highly successful animated version too.
Yes, that's really the one I enjoyed the most. Even though I love the TV show version, I really love the animated one. It was really well done, really dark, really good. Yeah. Solid story. Short, sweet, to the point. Got it taken care of.
Yeah, so we're in agreement. This probably will not get made.
Yeah, not going to make that one. Not that version of it anyways.
No.
The Eternals. This is a completely random one. I don't know it. It might be based off a book or something else.
It seems like it's so far, it's just announced that they're going to do this.
Yeah.
They don't have a story or anything. It sounds like, it could be like a play on the other shows that we see on TV where they're immortal gods walking around with us.
Right, or we're created by these gods or whatever random version you want to give it. So, okay, cool. Maybe.
Cool, it's a way to break up the monotony of, big budget movies. I don't think this is going to be a big budget movie.
No, I don't think so. I think if it does get made, I think it may end up flopping, to be fair, unfortunately.
Or it could be one of those Netflix movies.
Could be. It could be, but I don't think it's going to be successful, unfortunately, just based off the title and information on it. Next one. This one's going to be successful, whether you want it to be or not.
Gosh.
I mean, there's 5 of them planned, so this is only 3 of 5. So Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, we know this is happening. We know this is supposed to happen. Basically, this is the rise of the backstory of the rise of Voldemort again. Even though it's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, it's really the rise of Voldemort and his army and all that stuff leading up to Harry Potter.
People are still.
Yeah.
They still
They're
want
all
this.
up in it, dude. Yeah.
They still want this. God
bless
them.
They still want it. And they're fun movies. They're not like, oh my God, but they're fun. They're entertaining.
So I'm curious about this. Do we say it's going to do good because it's going to make the monies? Or do we say it's going to be good because it's going to be a good movie to watch?
That's a good point. I say it's a good movie to watch because I don't really care if it makes the money or not. What do you feel?
Okay, I'm in the same camp.
Okay. I think it's going to be a fun romp. I don't think it's going to be serious cinema. I think it's going to be a fluff piece, but I think it's going to be enjoyable.
Yeah, because this is probably aimed at what? Is it PG-13? Does it say what rating?
No, it just says announced. But yeah, the last one was I think PG-13.
Yeah, I think they're hitting the tweens with this stuff.
Possibly, and the old Harry. Remember, Harry Potter's like what, 25 years old?
Yeah, it came out in the 90s.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about the kids who were tweens then, they're not parents.
Yeah, they got the money now.
Yeah, so that's who it's for. It's nostalgia for the older folk and new fodder for the new folk. I mean, so I think it's going to be a decent story. I don't think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be okay. Lower end of good. I haven't seen anything yet that's going to be like, oh my god. Except maybe the new one. The next movie may be, oh yeah. At least I think.
Black Panther 2.
Yeah. The second one, I mean, the first one was a groundbreaking film.
I mean, it blew up, man.
Yeah.
It blew up.
It was a great story.
We all knew it was going to blow up.
Yeah.
From a superhero movie, however, it was good.
Yeah. It was a classic origin story. It was nothing outrageous. Classic bad guy was your friend, blah, blah, blah stuff. So I think it was good. I think they have a lot of story to play with still. I think this is going to be a very high good.
And, of course, there's the rumor mill, like, who's going to be the new enemy for Wakanda. Like, if you follow us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, which I'm hoping that you do, you probably would have seen a post recently about possibly Namor being the big bad for Black Panther, which makes sense. Namor is self-serving.
Yeah.
He's part of the West Coast Avengers.
Right.
But he only does it in his own best interest. And he's always fighting Thor, the Hulk, because he's one of those characters that has like really super strength and almost immortal.
Right. Kind of like he's the Aquaman of Marvel, but not as cool.
Yeah, I don't find him as cool. Like, I remember, as a kid trading comics with other kids, and I would come across like a Thor versus Namor or a Hulk versus Namor, and literally they would just pound each other to a pulp and then realize this is getting no one anywhere. Let's just team up.
Right. Classic pounding story.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they do with it, but I definitely think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a solid good. I think.
Yeah, this is going to be a solid good. They'll probably, Ryan Coogler, who did the other Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping him on board, keeping the original cast on board, it's going to be really good.
Yeah, it's going to be a solid good. Now this next one, I don't know it, but it's the third one, so I feel like I've missed something here. Dawn 3. I didn't see Dawn 1 or 2.
No
idea. I'm assuming it's a mob movie from the sound of it, but at least from the name. But again,
but then you look at the stars, and I'm thinking this might be a Bollywood title.
Oh, you know what?
Nothing against Bollywood.
No.
So sometimes they come across my feed on Netflix. I'll watch a few of them.
Yeah, there's a couple.
And some of them are pretty original stories. Mm-hmm. Like they do a lot with like the mythos and the old culture. Like they'll, kind of similar to old Japanese flicks.
Right.
They'll dust off a couple legends and stories and then, set them to modern times.
Right, which are perfectly fine. So I don't think this one's going to be a huge yay, but I think it'll be okay. I mean, I'm probably not going to end up seeing it. It's not, I have to see that movie list, unfortunately. Yeah. The next one may be good, but I will not go see it. I don't like the genre. Not a big fan of these movies. Never really have been. So it's a no for me, but it might end up being a good movie for a lot of people who enjoy Friday the 13th stuff.
Look, Jordan Peele proved it. You could have suspense and horror and make a killing now. When he came out with Get Out and now Us.
Yeah. No, he's making a name for himself, and this one talks about it being 40 years after the original.
So it's very similar to the Halloween franchise, where like every so many years it's an anniversary.
Right.
There you go, Friday the 13th. The last one that came out was written by a guy who does a lot of comedy, but I heard it was actually done quite well. But there's nobody announced to direct it here. It just basically says, we're doing this because we made money a long time ago, and we think this is going to make money again.
Yeah, if you release it during Halloween, everybody will go watch it, just get the cheap scare. Not my genre, not my cup of tea. I'm going to say pass for me on this. But again, if you're a fan of the genre, it may be a big thing for you.
I say it's going to be on the lower end of bad.
Yeah, I'll take that. I think it's going to be cheesy again. I mean, all the old ones are cheesy, but at least they were self-poking cheesy.
Yeah.
I think if you're trying to make it serious, I don't think anyone's going to take you seriously if it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Next one is interesting.
Yes, Shang-Chi, which I've heard.
I don't know this character at all.
I've heard about this character. I've never bought the title, never followed him much, but listening to other podcasts, particularly being Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin, this was one of the titles that they thought, considering that there's Enter the Badlands, that TV show.
Okay.
Iron Fist.
Right.
Shang-Chi.
Could be successful.
Kung Fu.
Okay. I mean, it's a Marvel comic, and
it's one of those things, like, unless you know it.
Well, it's another Guardians of the Galaxy thing. It could be a complete, shocking, awesome movie that you never saw coming.
Yeah. You know how it always works out. Some white dude goes to the mysterious Orient, learns their stuff better than they could do it. That's basically what it is.
I'm hoping that they don't do it that way for a change. They do that. They have a hero from their own culture who go out to say, that'll be a fresh, refreshing thing, I think.
Yeah.
Personally. So I'm gonna say maybe good, maybe low end of good.
Low end of good for me too, because unless they market it unless the Disney marketing machine gets involved, I don't think anyone will go see it on their own.
No, definitely not. Next one is speaking of your Bollywood favorites. This is a Bollywood movie. I
want to see if you could pronounce it.
It's Mahabharata.
You came close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, this is like ancient Indian culture, going back to the very beginning of their culture, recorded history. And I don't know if you ever watched Ancient Aliens, but they refer to this a lot.
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So it'll be fun to see for those Ancient Alien fans. So I guess you have an audience.
Yeah. Unless this is completely different than that, and it's a more serious take on it, like it could be their version of Passion of the Christ, or
okay. So a certain type of people.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be good just because people will enjoy it who go see it. I don't think it's gonna be on my list. It's gonna be a no for me. I'm not gonna go see it, but if you are out there and you enjoy this, more power to you.
Hey, there's some people that will watch the Bollywood releases.
Yeah. Some of them are good. I'm not against it, but all right. So Snake Eyes.
Go on.
No?
Go on. I want to hear your take on Snake Eyes.
He's a cool character that came about by accident, because I did watch that show on Netflix, how they were made, the toy show.
Yes.
It was about by accident.
That show was made for me. I just want you to know that.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Fair enough. I think it's done right. It could be done well. The character already has existed. The G.I. Joe movies have already been out. Snake Eyes was introduced. He was pretty awesome in those movies, and those were okay versions of G.I. Joe. They weren't awful. They were okay. Not my cup of tea, but they were okay. Yeah. If you do a Snake Eyes movie, it's solely basically going to be a modern-day ninja movie, basically.
Well,
ish.
Let's think about that. Let's just expound on that for one moment. I'll let
you're more of an expert on Snake Eyes than me.
I have to plug in the laptop before it goes dead. So hold on.
All right.
Seamless transition.
Seamless transition. So you're the expert on Snake Eyes. So give me your feeling on it first.
Okay.
You're in front of the expert.
Now the comics, the G.I. Joe comics.
Right.
They were excellent.
Okay.
However, what made G.I. Joe really popular was the cartoon.
Right.
Which people in the comic community were like, well, this is garbage. Nobody dies.
That is true. Nobody does die in those episodes ever, right?
No. They're like, lasers and bullets flying around everywhere. No one gets hit. Planes exploding with a little parachute at the last second. Nobody ever died in those. In the comics, they were really dying in those, right?
Right.
Snake Eyes was actually very cool in the comics, and he had a very deep storyline. I don't think that the last couple of movies did him justice, so maybe that's the reason why people are asking about it.
Okay. Or asking for it, yeah.
I would say if they did the BVS route with Batman, spend the first 5 minutes of the movie explaining where Snake Eyes came from, and the rest of it being the story.
Yeah, you could do that well and make it a success. But I don't know that. And I don't know that you need to spend a long time on that, because if you reference the G.I. Joe movies and you advertise, hey, remember those G.I. Joe movies from back in the day? Well, this is about Snake Eyes. He was in that movie, remember?
Yeah, he's the guy in the background.
then you don't need a huge background story on them per se. I don't think I don't remember the movies that well, but they reveal something.
Yeah, that him and Stormcloud were once same students, which is from the comics.
Right. So if they continue that, they have a lot of story. I think I'll put that in the yes column. I'll say yes to that. I think that'll be good.
I depending now, they could do like what they did with Wolverine.
Hmm. What do you mean?
You have like, well, I know everyone's going to crucify me for this, but X-Men Origins.
Yes. Hey, I liked that movie. It wasn't bad. It was a good story, I thought. Yeah. I mean, it's no, Last Stand. I mean, that was blasphemy. That was
awful.
Yeah.
You have X-Men Origins. Then you had the Wolverine, which was like, wow, the storytelling in that was way better. And I get it. A lot of people were kind of down on Silver Samurai. I understand.
It's not the version from the comics, but at the same point, it was a nice and interesting twist on it. It wasn't bad. I just was kind of hoping it was the Silver Samurai for real and not some big mech machine. I was a little saddened by that, but fine. I'll take it. Just an alternate version.
And then you had Logan, which is to me top 3.
Yeah, no, that's a fantastic movie, and I'm hoping that Dark Phoenix does the same thing and really goes out with a really nice bang.
If they do Snake Eyes like they did Logan,
oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
that would be a very nice story. That would be very cool.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a lot of fun. I would definitely be all over that.
But no definite like script or anything like it. It looks like it's just we're gonna release this sometime in 2020.
Yeah. Now it's telling me here that this one says 2021.
Oh yeah, because RDJ.
Right. So so Sherlock Holmes 3, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a solid plot again. Fun. The two of them get along. It's still the same two guys. A lot of stories to tell.
Dude, it was. I mean, even as a kid reading the Sherlock Holmes books, grabbed my imagination.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good story. I'm gonna say yay to that because it's Judd Law and Robert Downey again. We're good. We're good in that. Another one that says it's interesting. It's a horror movie, and it looks by the picture that it's like maybe I don't know. I want to say maybe Asian. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from the picture.
But it's got your name on it though.
It does. That's weird. It's the wrong Pollock. It's OCK, not ACK.
Yeah,
This is
the Devil
Bizarre Karis over the end of World War II. That's weird. Okay, so it's not a horror movie, really. It's more of a thriller.
But you see the actors that are in it. You got all foreign actors, all British and Irish.
Yeah,
actors.
That's true. So this might be a foreign movie. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, I like Bill Skarsgård. He's a good actor. Tom Holland.
Yeah. So it could be interesting. I'm not sure it's my genre, but it could be an interesting movie. So I'm gonna say maybe.
So. I don't know. It'd be one of those movies where it's kind of like it'll probably be on Amazon Prime. Like suggestion for you, and I'll be like, all right, I'll watch it.
Why not?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is, but there's been 4 of them.
Yeah.
Did you see any of them?
None of them.
Did I miss something?
Apparently, it's very big.
I know, and it looks like a cool character. I was like, where have these movies been?
Yeah, Bollywood, man.
Bollywood. Yeah, it looks like a cool hero movie. I might actually watch this one.
Yeah.
Could be good.
I'll probably be in for this one. Action, adventure, and sci-fi.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
A lot of fun there, so that'd be interesting. And then, of course, I'm going to go see this. All the monies are going to this movie. It's going to happen.
Why?
You're not going to? You're not going to be in line. You're going to be in line. Don't fool yourself. You know you're going to be right there with me.
See, fans of the podcast, you know how I feel about James Cameron. Everything he touches turns to billions and billions of dollars. He owns all the records. He locked apparently 20 writers in a room for the past 11 years, it looks like, writing Avatar stories. And everyone's okay with this.
Yeah.
Because he says, look, I'm giving you another Avatar whether you want it or not.
And you're going to want it.
And you're going to watch it. And you're going to buy it.
Yes. And you're going to watch it again and again. And you're going to enjoy My Blue Space Cats for all eternity.
Yeah.
So Avatar 2.
Avatar 2.
For 2020.
look, it's the same cast.
Good for them. How are they going to bring back Sigourney? Oh, she's in the body. So
she's either in the tree or somewhere else, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm watching it, man.
You're gonna put all your monies down. It's all good. It's okay.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
It's
I'll probably end up buying the shirts. I'll probably buy the game, the DVD collector's set.
You might buy the costume.
I might buy the costume too.
Yeah. You would look good in a blue spacesuit, skin tight cat suit.
Avert your eyes, children. Avert your eyes.
So definitely all in for that. Red Notice.
Okay.
Thriller.
I saw this and I was like, are they talking about Red, the movie series with Bruce Willis,
right?
Helen Mirren and Malkovich?
But I don't
down. Oh totally. Yeah.
Love.
However,
yes,
it is not.
No, it's a spy thriller.
Yes, with Gal Gadot.
Isn't it Gal Gadot?
I thought it was Dot.
I don't know. There is a T there.
Well, you would know how to pronounce that last name more than I would.
How's that right? Because I have those silent T's.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It's gonna be good. It's done. It's good. It's gonna be good. It's in the good list. We don't care.
Yeah, take my money. Good. It'll be good.
It'll be fine. And here's one for you. Venom 2.
We knew it.
Yeah. It's going to be the Symbiote Wars is what I think.
And also, they only have one star signed on, apparently, which is Tom Hardy.
So
I find that disturbing.
It's too early. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a Symbiote Wars type deal where he's fighting all the symbionts of them, and it's just all out. Can I say it? Carnage.
Well, you still haven't seen Venom.
No, I haven't. It's on the long list. I know it's on my list. Look, if I'm prioritize,
everyone that watches this podcast has already seen Venom, except for one of the guys hosting.
Yeah.
We all know why we're going to see Venom 2.
Right.
If we all want to see Carnage.
Yeah. I mean, I know that, and I didn't see the movie.
Which is Woody. Woody, I said it before. I'll say it again. You watch that whole movie, and you're like, okay, it's good. And then you see Woody on the screen, you're like, oh my gosh, that's how it ends?
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key right there.
This one, I don't know what to say.
It'll be good.
What can be said about this? Untitled Fox/Marvel film, a.k.a. Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah. That's basically, we knew we were going that way. It's X-Men, which is interesting. It's Fox still, because I thought Fox sold all the rights already, but maybe not to every character.
Well, they still identify the Fox X-Men as Fox.
Yeah. Which is fine.
McAvoy, all those guys. I don't know if they'll get Jennifer Lawrence back. If she wants to make some easy, quick money.
Why not?
I think that would make a lot of money. X-Men versus Avengers.
Yeah.
If you can get all of them back. However, what you're going to see is probably something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because Helmsworth is out and a lot of the other actors are out.
So we'll have to see who's in it. We'll have to see. Death on the Nile.
Poirot.
Yeah. I mean,
I liked Murder on the Orient Express. I know it wasn't a box office success.
No. But it was fine.
I liked it. And it's it's the murder. I mean, it's the murder mystery that we all tend to like.
Yeah, and it's on the Nile, so it takes place in Egypt, so that'll be cool.
Yeah. Period piece.
I'm going to say the next one is going to be absolutely horrible.
Go on.
The Croods 2.
Did you see the Croods 1?
I did, actually.
And?
It wasn't bad, but...
It's Nick Cage, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what we're getting at. It's
Emma Stone, Nick Cage, Peter Dinklage.
Okay. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
They're all reprising their roles again.
Yeah. It was fine. I just didn't know that I needed to see another one. It's like the age before Land Before Time movies. It's like, do we really need more?
Actually, for me, it's the Ice Age movies.
So, yeah, we have another good op. Yeah, another perfect op. Yeah.
So now, if you're looking for something to like take your children to, this might be it.
Yeah.
However, to be honest with you, my daughter saw The Croods, and if I told her Croods Part 2 is coming out, she'd be like, okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm kind of excited for the next one. It might be interesting, but
Morbius.
Yeah, a little overplayed. It's the classic Marvel vampire.
Yep.
Half human, half vampire. But it's like, give us our Blade movie if you're really going to go the vampire route. I'd much rather see Blade than Mobius.
I agree. But you know what? It's that magic element that Marvel wants to tap into, right?
Yeah.
They want to get the goth people
to
come out and support them and everything. So
it'll be okay. I'm not thrilled. It'd be low good for me at best.
The next one will be the big one.
This is the one. The next two, actually. The next two movies.
Big.
Huge. Green Lantern Corps. Please. We've been waiting for a decade at least. We need that in our lives. This is going to be top movie of the year. And the Ghostbuster Project. Original cast.
Yep.
Original cast. Obviously, except for those that are dead, unfortunately. May they rest in peace.
However, did you see one of the names on there? Finn Wolfhard is the kid from Stranger Things.
I'm okay with that. They're good actors.
Look, they set the world ablaze with the trailer for season 2, and they're dressed up in a Halloween costume as the Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
they had the classic debate of, you be Winston. Why do I have to be Winston? Winston's not a scientist. You know, it's one of those things. I had that same argument with my friends, like when we used to pretend to play Ghostbusters. Going back to Green Lantern Corps, you're right. It's been something we've been waiting for 10 years. I would love for them to redeem themselves with the Green Lantern character.
Yeah. Or if they do the Corps and they don't do a Green Lantern specific, they do the Corps and it's a group film, I'm cool with that. Just redeem the Green Lantern world.
Yeah, because
some good stuff there. So very excited.
They're space cops. You could make it into a buddy flick if you wanted to, like Lethal Weapon. You know, you have Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, doing that same thing.
Yep.
Or you can go another route. You can take, quote unquote, the high road and make Green Lantern a woman. Like I've seen in DC Superhero Girls, Green Lantern's a girl.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break because I need to plug in mine now. So I'm thinking, as you said, they're going to make it good. They're going to make Ghostbusters come back good. I think Green Lantern, whether it's male or female, either way, it's still going to be a good movie.
Yeah, I think the controversy with this Ghostbusters is the cast from the female Ghostbuster movie that came out, they're really disappointed that they went back to the all-male cast. And they're essentially making it seem like that didn't exist.
Yeah. I think that the problem wasn't that it was an all-girl cast. Is that they made it way too slapstick and not enough. It was a comedy, but it wasn't slapstick comedy.
No, it was missing a lot of the heart from the original Ghostbusters. Yeah. Like you really felt for those characters, those guys.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Another untitled Fox Marvel combo film for 2020. What are we thinking here? I mean, are we thinking another X-Men Marvel crossover movie, I guess.
I'm thinking it's the recasting of Wolverine.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and he'll be, and they're going to insert him into probably the Marvel Phase 4, whatever that is. Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's what the next phase is really going to all be about. Is about Marvel and X-Men combining those universes together. Yeah. So I'm not going to give an opinion because I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
For those of us around my age, the first Top Gun was like a watershed moment. It was like all things cool in that movie. Looking back on it, however, you have a lot of questions like, why were they always sweating? Does the Navy not have air conditioning? it led to like a lot of like the stuff from the 80s, like I don't know,
Big
you call it,
sunglasses, half naked
yeah,
men. The usual.
Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, at the top of their game.
Good cast. Good cast. It does have Tom Cruise still in it and Val Kilmer.
Yeah, my understanding is that it's going to be.
Did you see Val?
What?
Did you see Val?
I haven't seen him lately.
No, he came back. He had throat cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that just popped on like one of those Facebook. I think I popped on that he came back from throat cancer and was walking down the red carpet and looked good. I mean, he's a little heavier than he was because he's been, sick.
Well, he's also like in his 50s now. I mean,
yeah, but he doesn't. But still, 50s. I mean, Tom Cruise is 50, 62, and he looks fantastic. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, the guy.
He's been healthy.
Phenomenal shape. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been jumping on the chair.
My understanding about Top Gun Maverick is, Maverick is now an admiral in the Navy,
okay.
and his daughter is now like trying to find her way through the Navy, and of course the stigma of being Maverick's daughter.
Sure. Okay, and that would be fine. Let them take the back, new generation type stuff. I think it would be cool. I'm down for that.
I'd probably watch it. My dad would want to see it because that's who took me to go see Top Gun the first time.
Right. Yeah. So that'll be good.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah. The next one is a big no, huge, massive. Oh my God, why? Who is in charge of this stuff? Please, God, no. And that is a Minions 2 movie. You can only watch an hour and something long of a movie where nobody actually talks except for the very end, and a raw obsession over bananas. I can't. Why? No. You guys have so many good stories you've told. Why would you go back to this nonsense?
Well, as you know, or as followers of the podcast may know, the Despicable Me franchise surpassed Shrek as the number 1 animated franchise.
And that's a good franchise. I am not against the Despicable Me's. Those were good movies. The Minion was a travesty. And the sad thing is, my kids liked it. Like, kids enjoyed that movie. They thought it was hilarious.
I watched it with a straight face. A lot of people lent their voices to it, though. You have Michael Keaton in it.
Oh, of course. It's easy. I mean, It's so easy. You're just sitting in a booth, and who cares? I'm very disappointed by them. They have so many other stories that they could do.
Well, apparently it's the same thing. The Minions are still looking for their boss, which we all know is going to be Gru. And we saw that at the end of the last one.
Yeah, they found Gru, but he was still a kid.
Yeah.
So the story of Gru and the Minions growing up together. No.
It's not going to do well in the movie theaters. It'll probably do well on video, DVD.
Yeah. DC comic film. I can't comment because I have no idea. I'm sure it's going to be good.
It's probably animated.
Yeah, maybe. That'd be interesting. I'd be okay with that. But we'll move right on.
There it is.
Yeah.
And there it is in all its glory.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 84. Invisible plane and all.
Now, keep in mind, fans, what I understand is that 1984 is not a sequel to the original Wonder Woman.
Yes. Correct.
It's a standalone movie.
Yes. Even though it says sequel in their distinguishedly unprofessional little taglines, plot unknown, a sequel to the 27. No, it's not, but that's fine. Whatever, guys. So 6/5/20.
From my understanding, when Wonder Woman came out, I think it was the highest grossing DC film.
And this one will probably surpass that by a large amount.
Yeah, and then Aquaman knocked it out.
Yeah, and this will knock Aquaman out.
This will definitely beat Aquaman out.
This will be huge. Absolutely huge. And it's in post-production, so that means it's done, pretty much.
Yeah, they've already done filming it. They're just putting it together now.
Awesome. It's awesome. Another one of your favorite movies. Yeah. Because,
however, one of the main actors is not in it.
Well, yeah, because he's no longer alive.
Fast and Furious 9. Well, besides that guy.
Yeah.
Dwayne is not in this movie.
Ah. Well, Van Diesel is, but yeah. Do we care at that point then?
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Why in the first place?
All right, so the first movie was a complete ripoff of Point Break, a Keanu Reeves movie.
Right.
And it did well. Then the second one came out, and apparently the second one did just as good as the first one, but was missing Vin Diesel. Then there was a third one, which I think they went to Tokyo and didn't have any of the cast in it until the very end when they dropped Vin Diesel in. And then that's when we started with, now they're fighting crime. They're saving the world.
And I don't know. I gave up. An untitled Marvel project. I'm not going to even touch it because it has no information. But another Marvel movie's coming out in 2020. Shocking, I know. This one's interesting.
Bond 25.
Bond 25.
Who's going to be the Bond?
Daniel Craig's in it.
For now, right?
Yeah. We'll see. But that's going to be interesting.
I mean, of all the Bonds, and I just recently watched Casino Royale recently with Daniel Craig in it. Mm-hmm. And it still holds up.
It's a good movie. I mean, if you're a Bond fan, it's a good Bond movie. I liked my favorite Bond film of all of them, and I didn't watch hardly any of them. I still like Skyfall. Yeah.
See, those movies will hold up. You watch Skyfall when it came out. You wait a couple years, you watch it again, it still holds up.
Yeah.
You can't say the same, however, for the other Bond films that came before Daniel Craig.
Yeah. They just aren't. They just don't. Yeah. So we'll have to see how that goes.
This is going to make buku money.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be very successful. It's not my cup of tea, but it's definitely going to make buku money. It's going to be good. Now, another G.I. Joe for you, sir.
Yeah.
And this is classic Joe, by the way. This is G.I. Joe, Ever Vigilant.
I'm thinking it's going to be animated.
Really?
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Okay. We're calling it animated. I'm sure it'll be good then. You can't really mess that up too badly. I mean, you can, but not as bad.
Well, you could, but I think it's going to be one of those along the same lines as Flash, or it'll be like a PG animated movie.
Yeah, a hard PG.
Yeah, hard PG.
Yeah, hard PG.
There you go.
We'll have to see how that goes. And this looks good. It looks good. I think they're going to go with a classic story. I'm excited about this one. I'm not excited about a lot of the ones that Disney's doing. This one I'm excited about. The live-action remakes of movies. I'm not excited about Lion King. I'm just not. And I've seen a couple trailers for the Dumbo. It looks like it'll be cute, but yeah. I was not a big fan of the original movie.
It's Tim Burton, so it's going to be dark.
It's
kind of like Big Fish.
Yeah. So, okay, fine. I am excited about Aladdin, even though people have the controversy over Will Smith's appearance or whatever the hell that nonsense is. This one I'm actually excited about is Mulan, the live-action version of Mulan. There's a lot of good story here to tell. It's a very empowering story. It's a very cultural story. It's based on I think it's based on a true story of some sort. But it's a good story to tell. I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch. And everybody is worried about, are they going to stay genuine to the characters? Are they going to actually use people of that nationality? And it looks like, at least by the picture they have on here, they're gonna be in the cast that they have for it. It's gonna be pretty genuine. So I'm excited about that part of it. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's in post production, so it's already done. So I can imagine maybe for Christmas we'll see a trailer even. Maybe October, November we'll see a trailer for it.
I heard rumors that Kevin Hart's gonna be the voice of Mushu.
That would be funny. I'm okay with that. I don't understand why they don't just get
Eddie.
Yeah,
that was his first role.
I know. Why not? I mean, why not get Eddie again? I mean, that would be great.
Maybe he turned it down. Maybe Disney didn't give him the open checkbook this time.
Maybe. And maybe he's busy with something else or just doesn't care. Who knows?
Sure.
But yeah, that would be good. And then this one's for you.
I heard Gambit was killed. I heard it was scrapped. I heard that's not going to happen.
Okay, so Gambit, we've been dying forever. We've seen it, bits and pieces here and there. Unfortunately, I think you're right. I think it's going to be killed off and not be a movie. So sadly,
Gambit's one of those characters. Once again, that if you're into the comics, yes, you want to see a whole story about him on the big screen. However, it's kind of like the Hulk.
Yeah, he's got to be with a group. He's not really.
Group.
Yeah. Well, here's one of your movies.
Yes.
And this is actually happening. It's filming now.
This one will make mounds of money. Like ridiculous. 500 meters tall worth of money.
Yes.
Godzilla versus Kong. For those of you who saw Kong Skull Island, pretty dark.
So this is following the Kong Skull Island story, not the Godzilla King of Monsters.
Oh wait, that is the sequel. Is Godzilla King of the Monsters? That comes out this year.
Yes, it does.
So this is probably a spin-off.
Okay.
Yeah. So forget what I just said. This is probably a standalone movie, and it looks like it has Alexander Skarsgård, which we all like.
Yes.
Isaac Gonzalez, Millie Bobby Brown, and a whole bunch of actors. I think this is one of those standalones where I think it'll be like a Saturday afternoon movie.
Nice little matinee. Won't be huge success, but people will go watch it.
But it will make a lot of money, though. People will be like, this is making money, and it will. Like, it's opening weekend, it's going to make a lot of money.
This next one kind of reminds me of Spiderwick.
Yes.
Kind of Spiderwick. It's a cute movie. People will go see it. Not in huge droves, but it'll end up being okay. Onward. And it's a Disney Pixar, so it's animated.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
You got Chris Pratt, Tom Holland, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Which
is a weird person to see back in the saddle of anything, but cool. But it'll be fun. I mean, hopefully not a tearjerker like the Toy Story movies, but it'll be fun. It's a nice animated flick to take the kids to.
Oh yeah.
This one's going to be interesting. I don't know what to think about this one. Bloodshot.
Yeah, Vin Diesel will probably be the star, or
Vin Diesel's in it, and Guy Pearce is in it too, and it's post-production, so it's done. It's in the bag, so it's happening.
Yeah, this will be definitely one. I'm thinking this is going to be along the lines of, what was that movie Vin Diesel was in? The Witch Hunter.
Yeah. Okay.
This will be one of those ones that it hits the theaters. Oh, it's out. No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to watch this other movie instead. And then next thing you know, it's on.
Right. And then it goes poof.
Yeah, and then it's on TBS or TNT, and you watch it, you're like, oh, this was kind of cool. I wish I would watch it in the theater.
Yeah. It'll be one of those Walmart pass-bys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's out on DVD. I should watch that. But I'm not going to buy the DVD. I'll watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
This one is interesting, and this is an animated one, and it's being filmed now with Patrick Osborne, called Nimona? Not sure. Nimona? But it doesn't have a production company, so I wonder who's making it. I can't see if it's a... Hold on. It's weird. I'm not expecting anything out of it.
No? Really not. It could be one of those straight to Netflix type jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, the next one's the one for you. This one's all you.
Oh, who doesn't want to see Harley Quinn on the screen? My God, really? And then you throw in the other ladies of the DC universe who are like, we're always wearing skin tight clothes, and they're all amazingly gorgeous. All right.
Yeah. And we saw a trailer. We saw a teaser trailer, so we knew this was happening. The Birds of Prey movie and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. I mean, there's your title. Nobody cares what it's about anymore.
All right. So we're splitting up with the Joker. Goodbye to Jared Leto. I know a lot of women out there are sad to hear that because they really dug into that.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
They love that. They love that whole 50 Shades of Grey type feel.
Ridiculous. But it's going to make all the monies. It's going to be DC's big movie of the year. It's going to be
their Avengers.
Yeah. It's their Avengers. I'm down with it.
Black Canary.
I have no idea.
All right, think about it. Black Canary. My gosh, in every iteration, Black Canary is a beautiful woman.
Oh, yeah.
Huntress?
I've not seen her. She was done in something, wasn't she? She was in one of the TV shows somewhere, I remember.
Yes, she was in a recent TV show.
Yeah, so she's going to be awesome.
I want to say Flash.
No, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I think that makes sense. Flash.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be an interesting little story, girl chick flick thing. I don't think it'll be as big as Wonder Woman, but I think it'll still be big.
Yeah, but remember, the Suicide Squad everybody hates made like $700 million.
Yeah, it's not going to do bad. Not by any means. So that's going to be good. That's going to be up on that list of top good ones. Not really any bad ones, just kind of unknowns, really, for the list we got for the 44. Bad Boys for Life?
Bad Boys for Life.
Is that a Bad Boys movie? I mean, it does have Will Smith in it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have, who's the guy?
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be in it.
Yeah, but I see Will Smith, so obviously I'm assuming it's a Bad Boys movie.
Yeah, those movies were good.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
It's a shame that they let so much time pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
But he's now in a police inspector, so.
Yeah, he's just not a beat cop anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. And then last but not least.
It's going to make a lot of money. This one's a money machine.
This is a big one, and here's the thing that I'm very excited about is this is a completely original story at this point. Yeah, it's an existing character, but it's totally new story, not been done before. It's going to be exciting. I know it's a bad reference, but it's like the Alice in Wonderland stories. It's going to be visually stunning. Plot's a little weird, but it's a good movie. And this is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
Yep.
And so the question is going to be whether or not it's going to be still before Sleeping Beauty. I'm assuming yes. Because she obviously has a Sleeping Beauty thing happen at some point. So it's been so long since I've seen that movie, I have to watch it again. But basically it took place before Sleeping Beauty was truly Sleeping Beauty, and they changed the story a lot, so alternate universe or whatever you want to call it. So the question is, now what?
Yeah, I mean, if to me as a kid, Sleeping Beauty was way better than Snow White. You know, it had everything in it. It had action, it had adventure, it even had like the stuff in there for older people. I mean, it was really well done story. And then Maleficent came out and kind of like, I don't want to say turn it on its head.
No.
But it kind of made like the fairy godmothers to be bumbling morons, you know.
Right. And they weren't exactly the smartest teas in the shack in the original movie either, but they were cute bumbling. In this one, they're kind of bad bumbling.
Yeah.
you know, they're like downright idiots. Where in the first one, they were just kind of fun.
And
goofball.
the script that they had for Angelina Jolie, you really felt bad for her. Like everything that she went through.
Right. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good movie. They're gonna make all the monies off it again, and we're gonna see it. And here's a real question, again, because of the list we're looking at this particular time. And if we missed anything, guys, let us know, for goodness sake. But I don't know the timeline of which movies. I'm assuming this is the timeline of order by month. I'm assuming. It's a big assumption, the order we gave them in today. But there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff here as far as, is it going to be in this order and what's going to be competing with what as far as when it comes out. Disney has a strong year. I mean, it's funny because I took a quick browse at some of the comments that people were making. It's like, another movie of reboots and superhero garbage. I'm not going to the theater this year. Okay. I don't know what you're looking for. I mean, more movies like Roma. I mean, what do you want? You know?
Yeah, give me something fun. Give me something fun. They're fun.
Movies are supposed to be escapism. That's supposed to be like, oh, here's your life thrown back at you. Isn't that exciting? No, I'm good. And it doesn't cover everything. This list is not complete. I know that. But if you guys out there see, hey, what do you guys think this movie's going to do? Let us know in the comments below, or email us, or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and let us know what you think and what movies we didn't cover. And we'll cover those too in a future episode, or at least comment back to you. How about that?
Yeah, and remember, this is for 2020. It's not for this year that we're in now.
No, it's not for 2019. We are not. We're skipping over that. We really kind of talk about what's coming out. We're excited for the movies that are coming out this year, but we're going to wait on till we're closer to them to make the decision on what movies we're going to actually talk about, and go from there. But if you guys are following us, thank you so much for following our audio podcast as well. We see you guys listening on that. The new episodes just got hit the last couple of days, so that's exciting. We're out there on all the audio podcasting platforms. I did see us on Apple as well, iPad. So if you listen to the Apple stuff, we're there as well. So we're making the hits there. So thanks for listening there and supporting us. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, follow us. We do post pretty regularly. We do give a lot of updates, and we definitely tell you when new stuff's coming out, when we're doing new things. So keep on top, and we'll definitely come up. And we did mention, if you want to be a guest, this video that we recorded today is a remote video. We're both in 2 different locations. Ooh. So we can obviously include a third person in and do interviews, and you can be part of the nerd fun.
Or if you just want to come on and ask us questions about stuff that you think that we could help you on. I've had people hit me up, on direct messaging about, like, I don't understand, what's this all about? Why are they telling this type of story instead of it doing this way? Things like that.
And we aren't experts, but we occasionally know what we're talking about. We have a combined IQ of none of your business.
Yeah. Enough to toast some bread lightly.
Exactly. There you go. So, like us, love us, and always enjoy our content on audio or video. And they are starting to be a little bit different. So you may want to start following us on both places, because our audio conversation for our last podcast, completely different than this video podcast of the movies that are coming out. So follow us on both places and get all the content you can never handle. So if you will, Ernie, as always,
peace out.
Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.
And that's another episode of 2 Nerds and a Joke. Follow Robert and Ernie on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to their YouTube channel.